Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of Salazar Insight. Today I'm going to be looking at a problem that is not new in our society, but the way I'm going to be talking about it is a little bit different. And it has to deal with addiction. Yes folks, I'm talking about addiction, but I'm not talking about things like drugs, alcohol, or other types of addictions. The addiction that I'm talking about today has to do with electronics. Yes, our addiction to electronics, such as smartphones, tablets, laptops, etc. That is what I'm addressing, to the point that we have become a society so dependent on electronics to do everything that we do, whether it be things from just checking up on friends, doing our banking, doing our shopping. And those are all great things, and for those things we are very thankful that we have that technology. However, like with everything that's good, there's always some bad, because people have gotten to the point that they are addicted to their device. Now, if you see someone that has an addiction, for example, smoking, and you say, well, this is someone that the moment they get up, they have to have a cigarette. Every few minutes, they have to have a cigarette. Before they go to bed, they have to have a cigarette. Right? That's considered an addiction, right? Well, how about folks that the moment they get up, they have to check their phone. And in a few minutes, they have to check their phone again. And they have to do it again. And they have to answer their emails as soon as they get up. And the last thing that they do before they go to bed is they check their phone. Whether it be to check for emails, check for posts, be on social media, whatever the case might be, many people are addicted to their phone. They cannot be without it. Every time they're doing something, they have their phone. Now, the phone has many great values to it, and I, like everyone else, use it for many reasons. The thing that I want people to have the insight on is that we are not aware that sometimes we have this type of addiction and the harmful effect that it does. So for example, what happens the moment you wake up and you're checking your emails? Well, first off, if that's the first stimulation that you get of the day, and you get an email that's not pleasant or something you don't like, that just threw off your whole day. You haven't even get out of bed and you're already upset about something. Is that the way you need to start your day? Probably not. Right? If you have a morning routine, put the checking emails somewhere in that routine, maybe later on. Right? But if you get into a situation where that's the first thing that you do, that's not good. Same thing as if the last thing you go to bed is you check an email and it's something that you have to deal with and you're very upset about it, there goes your night. So those are not good things to do. The same way that we try to tell and control our kids to be careful about electronics, we as adults should do the same thing also. So think about this. How much time are you spending on your phone? How much productive time? How much time are you just surfing the internet, seeing what's out there, posting on social media, or reading about social media? I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it gets to the point, people are posting where they're having dinner. Who cares? Or what they're doing so-and-so. I mean, really? Why do you need to tell people where you're doing, and why do people need to be curious about it? Now, there are many other good things for it. You're sharing trips and stuff like that. That's, all good. And, many times we use social media for a very good things, such as, shopping, stuff that you need to know, looking stuff up. I mean, it's all great. But it also has created a downside. Right? So what I want people to take into consideration here is, if you're using your phone all the time, think about this. Do I need to be spending all this time using my phone? Or on doing things that I do not need to be doing? Are we spending our times more on our phone than with our families? You've probably seen this at restaurants, where you see everyone that's on their phone. They're not talking to each other. At home, are you or your family on your phone during dinner time? Is someone watching a show while someone's reading text? That's not good. What happened to the time of sitting down and spending some time with family? That's what's important, folks. So I am not saying that electronics are bad. All I'm saying is that we need to be aware of how we use them, when we use them. Set some time limits. Right? You do not need to respond to emails right away as much as you think you do. We create an expectation. You hear this all the time. I'll send so-and-so an email. He's good at responding right away. And then the one time they don't respond, then they get upset about it. People need to understand that there are limits, and we need to set them. Very few situations, like I said, is it going to be time sensitive. Right? Again, if they really need to get a hold of you, they need an answer, they can call you. Right? So just take that into consideration. We want our kids not to be hooked up on electronics because we see all the bad things it does to us. It does the same thing for adults. Just something to consider. Right? Use your time carefully when it comes to social media. I'll just leave you with this. If you spend only 15 minutes a day on social media, or just say on your phone for something that's not essential, okay, and you do that for 7 days a week, right, and then you do times that by a month, okay, that gives you 420 minutes a month, or 7 hours. 7 hours that you spend on the phone that probably was not the best use of your time. Just consider that. Right? Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe it gave you a little bit different insight. Please go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you like this, and please feel free to share. And if you haven't done so far, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. As I said, every week I'll put something new. And remember what I always say, okay? Learn to live and live to learn. Thank you and have a great day.